Hey everybody, this is Joe Ego. I want to speak about spiritual warfare. I'm holding a statue of Archangel Michael. There's a story in the Bible that speaks about this war that happened in heaven between Archangel Michael and Lucifer. And once in a while, you got to learn how to summon these powerful archangels, because we're dealing with forces in this world that don't have bodies, and they get inside people's bodies and they create negative energy like a parasite. So one of the stories that I want to share is in 2010, I had a spiritual awakening. I basically trained and did a lot of detoxing, and have been taking a lot of sacred plant medicines. This is what noni fruit looks like, to basically activate and open my pineal gland, my third eye. And for a lot of people who don't know what that means, is like, there's other energies that are beyond the physical. When your third eye is properly open, all your chakras are activated, you can see this world between the physical world. The veil is very thin, and some people can see it naturally, but when you're opening up your psychic powers, you can see spirits. Now, these spirits that I started seeing and I was warned about were in fact demons, and I started seeing a lot of them in Toronto. That's why I tell people Toronto, there's a reason why there's a major lockdown here. There's a lot of satanic forces that are calling these demonic forces to earth. And long ago, these demonic forces worked through people to do negative things, to spread more chaos, and to do resets in the world. So I was warned by these spirits. In order to protect myself, I got to say these protection prayers. And when I started seeing these things, to make a long story short, I felt like the movie The Ten Commandments, with all these dark shadow beings descended from the sky. They look more like serpent-like, but shape-shifting, like smoky, dark entities. And they went inside the earth. But before they started coming close to where I was standing that night, I started saying these protection prayers, and I can feel the presence of these holy angels surrounding me. So throughout this journey, for the last 2 years after that, I was kind of like dabbling into it. I wasn't taking it seriously to put on spiritual armor, to say protection prayers as regular as I could. And these things, I would see them. They would go from person to person. It's like the Matrix movie. They were these dark shadow beings that went inside someone's body, and they would jump into someone else's body. And a lot of people that are sick are literally spiritually sick. So for a lot of shamans speaking about what is the ultimate type of healing, it's spiritual healing, because everything physical came from something spiritual. It came from the spirit world, which is unseen to a lot of people. It manifests into light. Light manifested into sound, and then sound crystallized into matter. So that's why it's so important to speak your prayers. Very important to magnify your intentions, to create that laser type focus to affect changes around you, because the evil never takes a break. And I don't want to scare people. I honestly believe the real leaders of this world empower people. So when you're using your intuition, you're watching the media, you're watching how people are reacting to fear, very easy to get manipulated through that. Have faith, my friends. Faith is believing in the unseen to manifest into the physical. And that's what we have to live with. We have to live with this beautiful, challenging experience where people are starting to wake up. And, you're going to see a divide of people, but you got to be that light that affects the sick. Your presence can affect sick people if your vibration is really heightened. So it's really interesting right now. Give yourself the credit that you're divinely guided to be a vessel for God to work through. And for a lot of people that have a hard time accepting that there's a higher power in the universe, over time you may suffer a lot, and then you'll start praying for some assistance. And that's where the channels become very clear, when you're looking that, hey, look, even demons are spiritual. You got to be very specific what you're calling. So more videos to come, my friends. I have a lot of information about this product, not trying to sell it. I just believe that it's been used for thousands of years. It can be used in our current times to help us heal and to affect changes around us and create opportunities for people who have a hard time speaking about healing, right? So everybody needs healing. Healing to me is literally activating your genetic code to the highest level. And, that's definitely part of the human story on Earth. There's been a lot of DNA manipulation throughout the eons. We can go deeper into that, like the story in Genesis. Now we're in that chapter in Revelation. So get ready, my friends. Good things are coming. You got to have faith. Stay strong, pray, and be at the highest level of light to serve God on earth.